What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today working on Jeep again, and we're going to be doing the blower motor resistor and connector on this possibly, but I'm going to show y'all how we're going to do this. So got the door off the Jeep. To make things a little easier, we're going to open the glove box. We're going to have this little cable, pop it out, and when you tilt it down enough it should fall right off. Now the blower motor resistor, the reason I did this, give me a lot more light up in here. The blower motor resistor is about right here, probably about where that line is, straight back. Maybe a little lower, but that is about where it is. And you can see my hand, I'm touching it right here. Let me see how well y'all can see down in there, but that right there is your connector right here. And a lot of times they have a safety clip on them and they will not come off, so you may need a screwdriver or a pick. And the connector, you can see my finger moving right there on the bottom, right here. It goes back towards you. You push that in, and then there's a little push tab, and you can push that tab and pull it back. But should have two 8mm that holds it in place. I'm going to disconnect that first, and then once I disconnect it, focus. Once I disconnect it, I'll bring y'all back and show you exactly what setup I used to get this out. Okay, that was a test to get it, but here's the connector. See how flimsy this tab is? That took forever to get out. I tried a small screwdriver and I ended up having to use this big one to kind of pry in there a little bit, but it was in there on the bottom. So got it, and I had to push the tab and then use the screwdriver to push up against the little flat. Hold on, let's see if I can get y'all in here a little closer. See that flat right there? I had to pry against that to get it to come out. Now, don't see any corrosion or any of that, and focus. But don't see any corrosion or any of that stuff right now. What I'm going to be using is this short 8mm and then just a ratchet, and you can go in from the bottom to get them. Let's see if I can get this on here one-handed because it is tight. Okay. It's on there, if I can keep it on there. And these shouldn't be all that tight. There it went. Alright. Get my hand up in here. Now I'm going to have to take this socket off and thread it the rest of the way out. It should be loose now. Oh yeah, it's coming out now. Okay, let me see if I can get this out. And, okay, that is one of your screws. You're going to have another one on top. Now that is going to be your hard one. Getting it on top, you're going to have to do the same thing. Put that in there, go up in here, but put your other hand through there and hold the socket as well, and you're going to have to screw it out that way because as you can not see, but see, this is your air duct work right here. It gets in the way, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the other one out. Once I do that, I'll bring y'all back and I'll show you how I pull it out from the bottom. So we got both of the screws out now, right there. And now should be able to have just enough room to pull it out. Oh, there we go. Here is your resistor, and y'all see that corrosion right there? That is probably what is causing it. You see how bad it's corroded? But we're going to do something. We're going to connect the new one, then put the key in ignition and make sure that all fan speeds work with the new one. Because it was getting power. I checked power and all that stuff, and it was getting power to it. It wasn't coming out of it. Alright, let's try it. I got the ignition on. And we got fan on low speed. It was only working on high speed. Okay, low. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn that back off. And there we go. We know that it works. Got it plugged in. All we're going to do is we're going to put the new resistor back up in there. Not really a torque spec on these because these are kind of like self-tapping screws and stuff. So just go to the bottoms out and go just a hair. I mean, no, don't even go a quarter of a turn, maybe an eighth of a turn at the most. And then that will hold it in because you're just going into plastic. Do not strip them out. If you happen to strip it out, you can put a little bit bigger screw in there and hold it. Like I said, it's just going into plastic, and I don't know if y'all can see the hole. That's the hole it goes into. And there's the two mounting bolt locations. But throw this back in and then bring y'all back and close out the video, because this was a pretty easy, simple video. But I will put everything back together and close it out. So we got it back on, got the door back together, and the connector was a lot harder than it should have been to put back in. They put it in a bad location. It's just real tight, and you don't want to get the prongs all bent up, because you can easily do that because they are super thin. But that's the old one. Like I say, you can kind of see if it will focus. Right there. That's what I was trying to focus on. All that corrosion right there is what caused it to get burnt up. And this thing does not focus quick. That's the only thing I don't like about this camera, but it's too hot to be using a GoPro. But I know I didn't give y'all a part number on this. I gave it to you in the last videos. RU352 standard. Got it. O'Reilly's, not a sponsor. That's who was able to get it the quickest. But if y'all know any tricks to getting in there, I know if you use you could probably use a flex head ratchet wrench. You could use like the little tiny tools made to get in there. You could probably get it a lot quicker, a lot easier. It's just I didn't have that at the house today because I left all my tools at the other shop. But like I said, if there are any questions, comments, concerns, any tips, tricks to help somebody out with getting this out a little bit quicker, let us know. I mean, it will help out, tremendously. Can't hardly talk. It's about 90 degrees today. But like I said, if y'all know any tips, tricks, help us out, please share them. Got any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section. I'll get to them as soon as possible. And again, thank you for all the likes, subscribers, and notifications, and comments and stuff like that. That does help out the channel. And until next time, torque this tight. Y'all have a great day.